Okay, fellow crafters, this is Dan Blairwolf, and this video is going to be on all the molds I have. Now, next month, sometime around the middle of the month, I'm going to make another order for an exceptionally large number of molds. I've been saving, and this nickel and diming, buying 3, 4, 5, 6 at a time. It's getting expensive with the $20 overnight shipping and stuff, which that's not Bruce's fault, but I think if I made one large order, I could save money and save a good bit on shipping. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to show off all these molds I got. I think there's 31 here. That's not bad, seeing that I started back in April of last year purchasing molds. 31 in a year, that's like almost 2 or 3 a month on average. So I broke these down into areas, okay? And the reason that I'm doing this is because when I unbox the next shipment of molds, you'll understand why I purchased those molds and what I purchased them for. I mean, you'll know what they are because I'll tell you, but you'll see the areas in which I'm currently in mold-wise and the things that I'm doing, which you guys have been watching along the way, but you'll get to have a more understanding of why did he buy just one of that kind? Why did he buy just 2 of that kind? Because... And the reason why I'll tell you is because I have a lot of each of the basic molds, such as cobblestone, tower, cavern, gothic, sci-fi, and so forth. So what I'll do is I'll start from this end and I'll work my way forward. These 4 molds right here, these 4 are the cavern molds. Here's mold number 8, 83, and 84. And this is mold number 82 of the same set, and 81. So as you can see, I got 81, 82, 83, and 84. Those are all 4 of the actual cavern molds. Then, on top of that, I have the cavern floor molds. The 2 floor molds, 281 and 285. Here, let's move some of this light over here like this. 281 and 285. I think I got them right. Yeah. And then, there's the cavern accessory mold at 282. And that takes that. Then there's the basic accessory mold, number 59, number 85, and number 85. Oh wait, sorry, 58. I had that backwards. 58, and then 85. And the 85, the difference between the two is this one has the large barrel kegs and regular barrels, and this one has the open barrels and stuff in it. The open containers, the table and benches. This one has treasure chests, sacks of grain, and this one has all of the cups, bowls, bottles, wine rack, stuff like that. Then I have the waterway mold, number 266, and then I have the 1.5 inch, 2 1.5 inch floor molds, the cobblestone and broken, cracked floor molds. Now, I have two of this one. This is number, what were these numbers? This one was 265, 204, and 266. Now, with making the dungeon tiles that I've been making, I found that I just can't make enough walls at a time. And this is why I'm going through this and showing you, because I'm going to buy one more extra floor mold, 1-inch floor mold at number 2, or number is that? Number 70, I think. They're starting to fade in the back. They get washed a lot. And I can't tell what numbers these are, but these are the wall molds. Now I'm going to get a basic wall mold for number 270, I think it is. I'm going to get one of those, and I have two of these right here. These are the same mold. This was so I could make wall pieces faster, so I could make dungeon tiles, towers, and things like that faster. Because when you're only pumping out 2 or 3 of each piece versus 10 floor molds, every time I do a cast of these two, I have 5 times as many floors as I do walls. So I had to get 2 walls, and in doing that, I now have a stockpile of 3-inch, a hell amount of 2-inch. I don't know if you can see them over here, and then the floor mold, just bags of floor. And now that I have 2 of the wall molds, I can pump out bags of the wall molds. These are just 1-inch. I separate all my tiles by size, so that when I build towers and things needing X amount of 1/4 inch, X amount of this and that, I don't have to dig through a bunch of bags to get them. I have them all, like this here, I put the 1/2 and the 3/4 inch in one bag. And I make tons of floor tiles, like the 4, like this one here. I have a whole case of these that I just pre-make, and then I can make them into walls, corners, stuff like that. I digress. Where am I at now? These. I showed you these. Oh, here is the rounded floor, or rounded wall tiles. That's number 72 with the stairs piece and the archer's window. 2 of those together makes an archer's window. Then the rounded floor piece, so you can make things like these rounded corner tiles, which will soon be. I have a picture of them on my Etsy account. I'm selling them in 4-packs. I may start to do them in larger packs, but right now the 4-pack is seems the simplest, enough for one room. You can buy them in multiple sets, though, in many colors too. I also use this tower mold to make stairwells. I sell these in packs as well in my Etsy account. 2 in a pack for, I think, well, I don't remember how much they are. You have to look. I don't have my book in front of me to have my prices available. But this mold right here makes these and the rounded corners tiles. I also have the runed tower mold for making the runed towers. You use the regular standard wall tower, the wall mold, and this mold to make the runed tower in the one of the previous videos I've built and haven't finished yet. And then this is the number 74. This is the cobblestone bridge. Now, I haven't made a bridge yet, and I'll tell you why. Working with these, as you see here, these angled pieces that slope, it's very difficult. It's not easy. gluing them together, propping them up, things. Bruce Hirst has a really awesome walkthrough description guide on how to build it, but I don't have the time right now to do those kinds of things. So if anybody needs a mold, a bridge, feel free to leave me a comment or message. I'll make one if you want. Okay, then these. Yeah, I showed you these and these. Okay, so now we'll go to the only Gothic mold I have at this point. This makes the fences. These fences don't come out too well in plaster of Paris. I'm only using plaster of Paris right now. I'm thinking about upgrading to Merlin's Magic, or maybe some Hydrocal. The tiles like these, like the game tiles, they take, I mean, if you buy them, to be careful with them and so forth, and not to let your kids play with them or your baby chew on them or whatever. So, I've only been making them out of plaster Paris with a little bit of an additive to make them a little stronger than actual plaster Paris. Some Dunham stone. I put a little bit in each to just make it a little more durable, easier to take out of the molds. The reason I bought this mold was so that I could get the headstones to make the boss markers and stuff. I was using some headstones from a Citadel, Garden of Moor. I had molded those with Instamold, and then was filling them with green stuff, and that was just taking forever. Was finding that I was using too much green stuff, and I was wasting a very expensive product. I went to liquid green stuff, and that was just messy. So I broke down and bought this mold to make life a little easier for those pieces, which are can be found on my Etsy account as well. I also got this brick mold, which is number 250. This was one of the first molds I purchased. I purchased it so that I could make the sarcophaguses and hearths. And believe it or not, I haven't made one of either. I did make about 50 casts of this for my brother-in-law. He has a train set, a huge. His whole basement is just one big, huge train set along the walls, and he has bridges that he wants to line with bricks. And he was looking for like small bricks like these to purchase to just kind of line them up and do brick patterns. And I told him, don't do that. I'll make a bunch of molds of this, and he can lay them out with this. It'll be a little faster and more easier. So that's those. These are the sci-fi. Let's go to this one here. Sci-fi floor molds. When I bought these, I bought a couple different ones. I bought 271 and 270 and 273, and I bought all three of these at the same time so that I would have a door, an escape hatch, piped floors, metal grate, and what I do is I make them in tiles. This one isn't finished yet because it's going to get some walls. But I make them in the same type of tile format, only instead of 1 inch, I make them in 3 inch by 3 inch, because sci-fi is a little more, it's a little more forgiving in size, so you can take the tiles and put them together any way you want, like this, after they're painted. Now these are unfinished, but also you can use the wall tiles that I have, like this one. See these kind of oddly rounded wall tiles? They make these awesome, I don't know what you call this, like a beam me up Scotty. You know what I mean? What a teleporter, I guess. You can make the teleporters with these. In fact, all these in this make that teleporter, even the little rounded corners make the top accents. Then I purchased these two here, number 302 and 301. These are the walls. There's another door, some rounded curved pieces, and these help make the blast doors here. The blaster slide up and down, or in and out blaster doors, and crates, and so I got those. And then I have one of the two pipe molds. This is another reason why I'm showing you these, because I'm going to probably only purchase the other one pipe mold. This is the 5/8. I think the other one's 1/3. So I have this pipe mold. This is number 320. And then finally, out of all these, there's the sci-fi accessories. Now this is mold number, I can't see it, 326, I guess. This makes the escape pods, satellite dishes, barrels, Tommy gun or machine guns, and some of the computer screens and stuff are in this one. Then there's number 327, has all the pieces to make. This makes all the computer desks, stands, and missile rack. And then this one is 331. You get another metal grate floor tile, metal stairs, some pieces to make some machinery. You also get the cement pylons and the grappling pinion machines, stuff like that. So this is thus so far 1 year. This is 1 year. I haven't made any purchases yet in 2016, so that's another reason why I'm showing you this. This is all I've gotten and acquired in 1 year. And most of these molds are about $34 a piece, unless you get like ones like these are only $29, $24 or something, $29. But on a majority, most of these are $34 each. So 31 molds in 1 year since April. May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. That was 8 months. That's like 8 months, 31. It's like like I was saying, three molds a month, possibly. Now, some of them I did buy 5 or 6 at a time every couple months. But, I mean, on an average, financially, that makes out to about 2.5 to 3 molds a month. And to think, this all started out as a hobby. I didn't even think about things on this kind of level. And how do you store these? This is a good thing also that I'm making this video. Bruce Hirst says if you're not using these molds, clean them very well. Pat them down with some baby powder, put them in a Ziploc bag, store them flat on top of one another. Well, I use this. It's just a milk crate. And then I just kind of line them in here, like this. This sort of keeps them safe, keeps stuff from getting in them, on them, or around them. Makes it easy to file through them and look at them. And then any other molds I have, the newer line, I'll probably get another crate or stack them on top, maybe, possibly. But this is pretty much how I store them, and then I just flip the container over, and then they kind of go file forward, and then I can flip them forward and look at the numbers on the back. And then I just keep them down here to my side. And then if I get orders for something, I just, reach down, pick out what I need, and then go to my casting station over here and cast whatever I need at the moment. I hope this video was helpful. But it was far from bragging. I'm not trying to brag. I'm just trying to show that with a little bit of if you put money aside from time to time and make a basic I can't say a fund, but a basic I don't have an account personally. What I do is I use a prepaid credit card. Maybe this can be helpful to some of you. I just got a Walmart credit card from Walmart. Prepaid. I paid I think $4 for the credit card, $3 to activate it, and then every time I put money on it, it cost me $3. And what I do is every month I put $10, $15, $20, whatever I can afford, onto that card. And then when I have $200, $300, $400 on that card, sometimes I can put $50 on it, depending on what my finances are like. And when I got a couple $100, then I call up Bruce Hirst and I give him my order, and then I use that prepaid credit card, and I know that I'm not going to be charged any interest for using it. I don't have a time to make a payment. It's financially uncumbersome to use. Everything I get, my paints and stuff, I just put money on that credit card, and I use that credit card solely for my hobby. It's cash that I can't just pull out of my pocket and spend. I keep the credit card in a specific place away from my wallet so that it's not on me when I go out. And I make all my purchases through that. Now, what also helps with that is if I ever become a business, like a full-blown business, incorporated, those purchases or credit card receipts, they can be used to be written off for your taxes, stuff like that. Just things I'm foresighting in the future of what I might do if I... because right now I'm just listed as a hobby. I'm not making enough to be considered a business, which I'm not, saying go out and buy my stuff or help make me become a business. I'm just saying that hobbies can make you money if you know the right people and you start to get to know store owners in your area. That's where I'm starting out. I just kind of talk to the people I know, and I get a few orders here and there for things, and I give them the best quality that I can give for their dollar. So I hope this video helped. I hope this video showed you, that over time and a little bit of budgeting. That's the word I wanted to use earlier. A little bit of budgeting. You can make purchases and grow, even as a hobby. I have over there, I had to clean out a lot of my area next on the other side of my fireplace, and all my boxes of paints, extra tiles, shipping materials and stuff, they're all sitting over there. I'm hoping to move out of this. This is half of my living room. My wife is very, 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 very understanding. She understands that I take my hobby / growth of a business. Someday, I hope it becomes seriously, and that she supports anything I do, and that's very helpful. I thank her for that. My wife. My kids think I'm a geek and a nerd. Play tabletop games. I don't think I've touched my PlayStation 4 or my Xbox 360 in months. I only really use it to stream videos at this point. My kids play it more than I do. My youngest son really likes video games. He's not into tabletop games as yet, but I think when he gets older, he has less time to sit down in front of the mind-melting box and throw some things together on a table and enjoy some interaction with his friends. I think he'll grow to enjoy that. So I'm hoping that this video showed everyone that acquiring these things can be easy. It's not that difficult. This is a video I've been wanting to make for a long time, but I figured I'd wait till I had a substantial number of molds. So when I thought about it, I was like, I'll wait till the beginning of the year and see where I stand in molds, because I thought about this a couple months ago, and I think I waited. It's a good time to do it. In the near future, I'm going to do a video of all my D&D books. I probably have 60 or so, 50 or 60 books. I'm going to get them out and show you guys what I build my my worlds and my encounters and things off of. I'm going to soon start doing some book tutorials, not really tutorials, but books of like high points and things of certain books. But I'm going to start with a book collection video here real soon, and look forward to that. Till next time, fellow crafters, thank you for your time. I appreciate you watching these videos. Please leave comments. If you have a different way of budgeting, or a different way of storing your molds, or a different way of filing your things, or storing even your paints or things like that, feel free to leave those comments. I'm always taking ideas. I have this tiny little space and like no organization. I mean, if I were to show you just one quick thing here, I don't know if you'll be able to see it or not, but right down here, over there's all the molds, or I mean all the tiles that I'm making for Kappa Cup. But down here underneath the table is boxes and boxes and boxes of plaster. I must have probably 50, 60 boxes of plaster. 4-pound boxes, buckets. I found a sale at a place at a hardware store, and I bought every bucket. And then over there, like I said, is all my paints and stuff. The other side of the fireplace. And just basically, just to show you that it's very cramped here. I don't have a lot of space. I also, another thing too is, over here where I dry my tiles, is all of the poles for asteroids, for the asteroid sets I make. I'm gonna have an unboxing or a video for those here real soon. But step by step, you know, you gotta get things done step by step. And then I just got a new printer for my labels, and I got a new laptop, and then I just see organization around here is just, it's hard to keep organized. I got to clean all this up. My daughter was using my glue stick or my glue gun and stuff, so I got to kind of clean all this up and make more room. I started with that corner over there organizing. It was just so out of whack over there. But this is probably one of my longer videos. I think this is probably near 30 minutes or so. I'm gonna try and bring out another minis video soon, and I'm definitely looking forward to making the book video. I spent a whole year buying books, and I want to show you guys that in that same budgeting system, I put so much aside for books, and that in 1 year's time, I purchased an onslaught of books, and I bought them all from my local game stores. I didn't buy any of them online, so I try to give all my local stores my money, and in return, my local stores are helping me out, because they see how I purchase a lot of products, minis. All my minis I purchased from all of my local game stores. I must have like 1,500 at least. So just you know, take your time. Don't rush nothing. Things will happen in their own time. Budgeting is a good thing. It pays off. And prepaid credit cards are, in my book, the way to go, because you don't endure interest. You don't have somebody hassling you for payments. Just, you know, note to self kind of thing. So next time, fellow crafters, look forward to 2016, making bigger, better terrain, bigger, better future, and bigger, better projects. And thank you for watching the videos and your time, and I appreciate your comments and everything. I think I said that earlier, but I definitely want to hit on that again, that you guys have been great this last year. 233 of you, and I'm thanking the Lord for every one of you. They're the reason that I keep going, and felt that I could maybe take a hobby and grow with it. Your support, your kind words. I don't think I've ever had one bad comment. I do have a dislike. I think that was somebody who got scared of the fog rolling in. I don't know, maybe. Might have been a little kid watched it or something. But till next time, fellow crafters, I appreciate your time and thank you.